Jive is a retired United States Air Force Lieutenant Colonel and fighter pilot, and we currently live in Tampa, Florida. Jive is excited to be at EAA Air Venture for the first time in the RV-8 known as Wild Blue. Originally from Lancaster, Missouri, Jive was bitten by the aviation bug at a very early age. And as soon as he could start taking flying lessons at the age of 15, he was right there in the field. On his 16th birthday, Jive planned to get his driver's license and then drive himself to the airport to solo for the very first time. Unfortunately, Jive's plan didn't quite work out the way he wanted, as he actually flunked his driver's license test. Yes, that's right. His mother had to drive him to the airport, where he did successfully solo for the first time. And to this day, Jive is still a much better pilot than he is a driver. As Jive repositions off to her right, I'm going to tell you a little bit how his career started. He graduated from high school and went to the Spartan College of Aeronautics and Technology through their professional pilot training program. He went to work as a charter and cargo pilot and realized he needed his bachelor's degree in aviation or something just so he could go be a commercial pilot. Again, Jive's plans don't always work out the way he wanted. After he earned that bachelor's degree in aviation from the University of Louisiana Monroe, he decided instead to join the United States Air Force. He entered the Air Force in 1983 with over 4,400 hours of flight time and his airline transport pilot license. He completed his initial flight training in the Air Force in 1984 at the former Reed Air Force Base in Lubbock, Texas, and he graduated at the top of his class. Because of his outstanding performance in flight training, Jive was given the opportunity to fly the F-15C Eagle. Jive amassed over 3,400 hours in the F-15C during his Air Force career and is considered one of the highest numbered F-15 pilots in the world. In 1991, he graduated from the prestigious United States Air Force Fighter Weapons School at Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada, flying, of course, the F-15C. Jive's final assignment in the Air Force was as the commander of the 82nd Aerial Target Squadron at Tyndall Air Force Base in Panama City, Florida. This required him to transition to the Vietnam era fighter known as the F-4 Phantom. Kind of going backwards in the military aviation history career for most, but this allowed him to begin his airshow career, because in 2005, Jive was the United States Air Force F-4 Heritage Flight Pilot, and his very first trip to EAA Air Venture was actually as the F-4 Heritage Flight Pilot for that air show. Upon his retirement in 2006, Jive received his civilian type rating in the F-4, and he, to this day, is the only U.S. civilian pilot with a waiver to perform aerobatics in the F-4 Phantom. Jive currently has over 13,000 hours of flight time in over 60 different aircraft, including the T-28, the T-32, the TL-39, the MS-760, the MD-339, the Victor, Jive goes into his flat 360 here. You notice all that smoke coming out of our little RV-8. Jive and a partner in a company called RV-8A LLC purchased this Wild Blue in March of 2012. And Jive, well, was no surprise to any of us that he would decide to bring Wild Blue to the airshow circuit this year. Jive loves the maneuverability and overall fun-to-fly feeling of the RV-8. As a home-built, the RV-8 is an airplane that many can aspire to learn to fly and to fly aerobatically. Whether they build it themselves or buy it from someone else, the RV-8A from Vans Aircraft is what Jive calls the everyman's airplane. Wild Blue was built in 2006. He can go up to speeds of 200 miles per hour. His engine is fuel injected, Lycoming 10360 with a 180 horsepower. His propeller is a Whirlwind 200R RV to the airshow circuit. Wild Blue is equipped with a 5-gallon both roll of fame, inverted fuel and oil system. Jive Man started flying air shows in jets, but he likes to keep Wild Blue in front of the crowd. Positioning to the next maneuver. Notice how he stays right on the flight line, never going behind, always within your sight. Front and show center. Steering the camerahead maneuver right now to reposition and come back in. Get those cameras ready. Here's a photo opportunity. Wild Blue and Jive. We hope that you've enjoyed Jive and Wild Blue's performance today as much as Jive enjoyed flying this little RV-8. He says that he thinks Wild Blue actually wants to become a fighter jet someday. I'm not so sure that's going to happen, but he gets to be flown like a fighter every single day that Jive flies him. Jive's coming by to do a knife edge. If you've got your cameras ready, now's a great time to get ready to take another photo. You can follow the adventures of Jive and Wild Blue on the air show circuit via our website at fly.live. By liking our Facebook page, of course it is Fly Jive Live, and by following us on Twitter at Fly Jive Live. You can even buy Wild Blue gear on our Cafe Press store called the Fly Jive Live Hangar Store. We don't want to take the time right now as Jive comes back to do his final banana pass to say thank you to the VA Air Adventures for the invitation to fly this week during the air show. We've had a great time in Oshkoch, thanks to the hospitality of all the citizens and residents here, as well as, of course, the EA staff and the many, many volunteers without whom this great event could not